Hi Aries, and welcome to your November general message. I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. Welcome on in, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs, and also North Node placements. I'm suggesting all the collective to watch for their North Node. If you don't know what your North Node is, just know that I offer personal birth chart readings. With my readings, you do get a tarot spread as well as a story, right? A lot of birth charts that you find online are very limited. It's pretty much just a written out document, and a lot of the time you're left with a lot of questions. So with my chart readings, just know that you do get a lot of support, a lot of content outside of the birth chart to help and assist you in understanding, right? What the planets, the houses, all that means. Especially the North Node, given a lot of this transitional energy that we've been feeling, right? November is post-eclipse month. There's a lot of energy that we are kind of settling into, I like to put it as. So all knowledge, right, is helpful, right? Astrology is a tool that you can use to apply to your life. So just know you can find all my information below if you are interested in getting a birth chart reading with me. All right, Aries, I am sensing for you some major shifts around your finances, okay? Good, bad, all of it, right? It really does depend on what you've applied during the Saturn retrograde energy, okay? So if you don't know what Saturn retrograde means, again, your birth chart can be very helpful to see a sneak peek at the influence of Saturn in your life. But for the collective, Saturn has been retrograde for several months. We have been amidst a lot of retrograde energy. Things are starting to lighten up slowly but surely. Saturn is going direct as of November 4th, which is right now, and it's been in your 11th house, okay? With Saturn retrograde, though, it is important to look at the house prior. So the 11th and 10th house have been this significant influence for you. And a lot of this energy is focalized on your networks, right? Your career, who you know, what you know, right? How you're applying that information. A message that's coming through for you is you are the company you keep. And this has been a theme for you, I'm sure, for most Aries during this Saturn retrograde. Who serves you as you are evolving, right? Maybe these are some major epiphanies that you have been coming into, Aries, as we've moved through these last eclipses in October, okay? So Saturn direct, right? I will be doing a separate live reading in November to talk about exactly that, because me as an astrologer, I'm all about Saturn. I feel like Saturn has such a heavy influence on our lives, and it is so supportive if it is applied correctly, right? There's a lot of wisdom with Saturn, okay? We also have for you, Aries, November 9th, Venus in Libra, okay? Libra is your opposite. We have this theme going on here, Aries, Libra, North and South Node. And with Venus in Libra, it's very beneficial for you, okay? It's in your 7th house of partnership. So again, I do think, again, you are the company you keep. The company that you are surrounding yourself with, you are really starting to see the truth, right? And how people are treating you, right? Who's out for your best interest. This could be a deepening of a love relationship that you're in. You might be finding, again, new people that you're surrounding yourself with that are really helping you, right, reach some goal. And that could look very different depending on the Aries that I'm speaking with, right? This is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But there's a lot around people, places, things that are really help shape and shift your future, Aries, okay? So with that being said, be mindful of the company that you are keeping. It is very influential at this time. There's a lot of beautiful lessons that you are learning from others. And again, Saturn is asking you, how are you applying it? What have you learned these past several months that Saturn has been retrograde about others and about your career and your soul's purpose, right? 10th and 11th house. The 10th house is all about your purpose. It's your midheaven, right? It's where in the sky when you were born was directly above you, the heavens that are influencing your future, your destiny, your fate, okay? All right, so we're gonna pull some some oracles to start off your message here to see exactly what kind of major lessons that your soul is learning, right? What your soul is evolving into at this time. I have some new decks that I'm gonna be breaking out for this month. I have the Fairies Oracle. I have been wanting this deck for quite some time. And the Anubis Oracle. We're going to see how this ties into your tarot spread. At the end of this reading, we will do a love spread, and then I'll take it on over to the extended on Patreon. You can find that link in the description box below if you want to follow me over for more of a love reading, okay? So stay tuned for the end of the reading for those love oracle cards. Please like, share, and subscribe, Aries. All of your support is so beneficial to keep this channel going. All right. We're going to pull from the Fairies Oracle to start off your reading here. Another thing I wanted to mention for you, Aries, is there's a lot of this 9th house influence that is helping you, again, strategize with investments. Some sort of like passive income, right? A side hustle of yours. You're expanding. You're entering into some new territory with the 9th house. We talk about travel as well. 9th house, though, is a highly influential house that helps expand things for us. I see a lot of like this expansive energy, like aha moments, revelations, light bulbs, things that you cannot unsee, okay, with the 9th house influence. I heard just say yes. Say yes to the dress. Oh my God. Say yes, Aries. Expanding your horizons. You are learning new spiritual lessons is what I'm hearing here. Post-eclipse. Again, taking what you've learned and applying it. All right, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs and North Node placements. What do we have for the Aries collective? Guides, angels, allies, and ancestors. Ooh, undressing of a salad. I have just gotten this deck, so I'm going to be reading from the book as I get familiar with this energy. So number 31 breaks down to 4. This could talk about, again, stability. Your foundations. Okay, let's see. 31. Let me open up here. Let's read just some sentences here to kind of get a general energy for this card. Okay, so it's all about balance. Avoiding extremes, achieving the impossible, being impossible. So the salad requires a good balance, right? Think about making a salad. There's a lot of ingredients that can go into it, or it can be fairly simple, right? It just depends on your taste and your preference, right? This is kind of reflecting back to kind of the people that you're engaging with, right? Who's in your salad, right? What are you putting in your salad? It says here, desperate elements must be blended into a tasty whole. So there's also a lot about like avoiding extremes, right? So if you have too much dressing or too many croutons or right, too much pepper, too much salt, etc. Which Aries, you can be known for the extremes, right? So this is also suggesting how are you controlling your impulses? That Saturn energy is also asking you to slow down, be discerning, right? Apply discipline. And again, all the pieces to the puzzle, right? All the pieces to this salad, this masterpiece that you're creating, they're all important. So it's also highly crucial for you to remember that every ingredient that you are putting into your life, right, metaphorically speaking, your salad, is shaping your outcome, okay? There are times when you have to turn bad luck into good, and that isn't always easy, especially if someone else seems determined to turn good luck into bad. Everything is integrating and disintegrating at the same time. Confusion is rife, but we still try to create order and put things into balance. The whole universe is hurtling through time at an astonishing rate, and it is very difficult to keep balance on a rapidly moving object. So given your circumstances, right, the world that we live in, things are changing ever so rapidly for all of us. Wherever you are in the world, you are witnessing this unraveling, right? And it is important for us to maintain this balance, this equilibrium, even amongst the chaos, Aries. Okay. Let's pull another oracle message for you, Aries. Let's see. Aries, what do we have for Aries for the month of November? What is Aries learning, right? What is their soul balancing out here? We have the blame card. It says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Can't blame others, right? You choose who you want to entertain in your life. You cannot place the blame on others for your circumstances. Yes, we hope and we pray that people will take accountability for their actions, right? People that surround us. But at the end of the day, Aries, it all comes back to self. It all comes back to you, right? What are you doing to be an advocate for yourself? All right. We're going to pull some tarot here. We're going to pull from the After Tarot. We're going to see what messages we have for you for the month of November, Aries. I see a lot of accountability here for you, and that is definitely that Saturn influence, right? Taking accountability for the people, places, and things that you surround yourself with. Who are you networking with, right? We talked about that. Expanding your horizon, new territory, right? We talked about travel. You cannot continue to be the victim, right? You need to take control of your life, and you also need to be able to find balance, because all the ingredients, every single detail at this time in November is very crucial. Even the smallest of detail, Aries, is going to be important for you. Think of that salad, right? Or not just a salad, any sort of meal, right? Especially when you're baking. If you put just like a teaspoon too much of baking soda, it can taste like crap, right? So it could really feel a bit like the Five of Wands. See, other people, there's so much influence from others. How can you maintain the balance? Be the peacekeeper in a way, the mediator is what I'm hearing. Being a good listener, but also having really good boundaries this month. And understanding where people are at too, with the Five of Wands. There's a level of strategy here. And with any sort of strategy, it does take patience, right? We don't want to be too impulsive. Take your time. And like I was saying earlier, Aries, it might seem so meticulous, like that Virgo energy it's reminding me of, like the detail, you know, the simplest thing that you might overlook and be like, wow, well, how is that important? this month you're going to be questioning that, and you're going to be seeing why it's so important. The simplest of things. And this isn't meant to beat yourself up over it. It's just highlighting the importance of balance and taking your time so that you can see things from a more holistic viewpoint, okay, Aries? Because it's going to help you expand, right? That 9th house energy. Really understanding the spiritual lesson. All right, what else do we have for Aries? Please show me what I need to see for Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Okay. Yeah, we did talk about this 2nd, 8th house energy in the beginning around finances, right? I do think, again, with the influence of Uranus in those houses, it might seem a bit shocking, Tower card. But again, it's how you strategize, how you understand the people in your life that are influencing you, good and bad, and how can you get out of that situation, the Tower. Things that are not serving your highest good, especially people, Aries, it's going to be very important for you to acknowledge that, right? With the Tower card here also, it's saying like getting yourself out of the mess, right? Letting the Tower fall, dismantling. And then I see compromise. I see balance, right? 2 of Wands. These 2 people are hand in hand. Opposed to this 5 of Wands that can be more conflictive, right? It's going to take you maybe reflecting, backtracking a bit, not letting your ego get in the way. Again, the blame card showed up here. Accepting responsibility. I just heard not crying over spilt milk, right? Again, it's going to be so important for you, Aries, to not play the victim. Don't play small, right? The martyr syndrome. Of course, honor your feelings and your emotions. But there's a lot around balance here, okay? Trying to empathize, trying to hear from different people's perspectives this month. This is wand energy, which is fire energy. So this is about taking action, right? This is about opening up, being receptive, right? Accountability, listening, empathizing. Because everyone is experiencing their own Tower, okay? Us as a collective, we are all experiencing our own towers, okay? It's important to remember that. And with that undressing of the salad, another thing that's coming to me in mind here is that everyone likes their salad a bit different, right? How do you want your salad to taste? You know, you might like more dressing. Some people don't like dressing, and that's okay, right? But again, it's not about placing the blame on someone because they don't see your perspective, right? 2 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Hopefully we can come to some sort of peaceful resolution here. But at the end of the day, what I'm hearing with the 6 of Swords in reverse is like, agree to disagree. Agree to disagree, Aries. I don't know if you've heard of that saying, but I am seeing you having to be more of a mediator, right? Not bulldozing over others. There's going to be a balance in how much you can create boundaries for yourself, and also just, again, empathize, understand. There's a way to do so gracefully. Yeah, Queen of Cups on the bottom. Staying in a more balanced emotional space. And if you feel like you aren't, then allow yourself to take some space. 6 of Swords in reverse. Again, backtrack. All right, let's see here. We're going to pull from the Light Seers. What other messages do we have for Aries? What advice do we have for Aries this month? Yeah, there's Justice. The Fool. Beautiful. I do see new opportunities for you. Just know that, Aries, if it feels like things are crumbling before you, there's something so much more beautiful there. And there's a lot of balance after this Tower comes down. You might be dealing with a Scorpio. We did see a lot of fire energy. I am seeing Libra here. And this Justice card is reminding me that that 7th house influence, Venus in the 7th house, there, even through the chaos, right, the dismantling, just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel for you. There's balance, there's harmony here. But you have to be able to see it for yourself and also create it for yourself, right? What else for Aries? Yeah, the Queen of Swords in reverse. I am sensing a bit of biting your tongue. You might be dealing with Aries, Libra, Aquarius, or you might have this in your chart. But with the Queen of Swords and Justice, it's like silent justice, right? There's a lot of power in the silence. Again, that balance card, blame. It's not about blaming others. You know, seeing people for where they're at is going to be very important for you moving forward this month. And not trying to place false accusations. Even if it is true to you, doesn't mean it's true to them. Remember that, Aries, okay? You can only meet people where they are at or where they are willing to meet you, right? I'm getting that saying. It's like the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That is a big lesson for the whole collective, myself included. It's like we could be in partnership or relationship, whatever sort of relationship we're talking about, whether it's intimate, friendship, family, business. We can think so highly of someone and we can see the good, right? The potential. But that other person needs to also see it for themselves, right? And again, we can only meet people where they are at. If they're not willing to see what you are willing to see, then you cannot force or change the situation. You can empathize, you can understand, you can listen. But again, how do you want your life to taste? How do you want your life to look and see and feel, Aries? All right, we're going to get into the love portion. We're going to pull some oracle cards and then we're going to take this over to the extended for an extended love reading. At this portion of the reading, Aries, I'd like you to focus in on your love interest, okay? We're going to pull some love oracles here. We're going to see what sort of blockages, what strengths are amongst this relationship, okay? Adrift. Okay, it says here, not willing to settle down or be responsible, time to commit and put down roots. It looks like someone is wanting out in this dynamic. Or again, with exit plan and adrift and leaving, it's seeming as though, again, that Tower card is coming up for me here. Again, strategizing how to exit, having an exit plan. Or again, tackling the issues amongst this relationship that are not serving you, right? This Tower is there for a reason. Whether we want to accept it or not, especially with the Tower upright, it's like the way that it's working right now, it's seeming as though something needs to shift, something needs to change, and someone needs to stay committed to this or else it's going to crumble, right? It takes mutual effort, both parties contributing. Someone, it seems, in this relationship is just not putting in the effort, it seems, Aries. I'm getting a lot of energy about walking away, but let's see what the heart's hidden secrets are here. In regards to love for Aries, what is it that they need to know? What is it that they need to see for the month of November? Aries, show me what I need to see in regards to love for Aries, please, the Aries collective. Okay. So I don't want you to think it's all doom and gloom when, you know, I see the Tower and this exit plan, leaving, etc. Just like the Death card, after death, there's always a rebirth, right? Energy just transforms. So even though it might seem erratic or impulsive this month, it's so important for you to stay rooted in your spiritual practices. And again, balance. This whole reading has been screaming balance. Right? How are you dressing your salad? How are you strategizing? How are you taking the lessons from Saturn? Okay? I see beginnings here. You know, with any sort of ending, there's always a new beginning. And it might not be with this person, but I do see that there is a need to change perspective. Okay? Clearing your headspace, not allowing fantasy to dilute your thoughts, seeing things at face value. There is a divine masculine here that is hoping for a better way, because there is a level of heartbreak here, feeling broken. But again, it's going to take a new perspective, right? Not having this clouded judgment here. Heart fog, mixed emotions, you know, blocked emotions. I feel like one or both of you are feeling this, you know. There's a part of you that can see the truth, and there's a part of you that doesn't want to. Aries is what I'm feeling here. And again, Saturn direct is a no bullshit energy. I feel like this month you're going to see things at face value, especially with this love dynamic. We're going to take this over to the extended on Patreon. You can find all my links below. If this is where we part, I'll be seeing you for the mid-November check-ins. Bye for now, Aries. Take care.